Thank you for joining me for another reading through the New Testament. We are in 2 John today. The elder to the elect lady and her children, whom I love in truth, and not only I, but also all who know the truth, because of the truth that abides in us and will be with us forever. Grace, mercy, and peace will be with us from God the Father and from Jesus Christ, the Father's Son, in truth and love. I rejoice greatly to find some of your children walking in the truth, just as we were commanded by the Father. And now I ask you, dear lady, not as though I were writing you a new commandment, but the one we have had from the beginning, that we love one another. And this is love, that we walk according to his commandments. And this is the commandment, just as you have heard from the beginning, so that you should walk in it. For many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh. And such a one is the deceiver and the Antichrist. Watch yourselves, so that you may not lose what we have worked for, but may win a full reward. Everyone who goes on ahead and does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God. Whoever abides in the teaching has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house or give him any greeting, for whoever greets him takes part in his wicked works. Though I have much to write to you, I would rather not use paper and ink. Instead, I hope to come to you and talk face to face, so that our joy may be complete. The children of your elect sister greet you. John's second letter, a short one, of course, written to the elect lady, which could be a reference to a leading Christian woman who had great influence in the area of the churches to whom he wrote, or it's a reference in a figure of a local congregation being described like a woman, much like we might describe a car as a woman. Not sure that it matters for us to understand the exhortation of the letter, because it's clear that what he tells us is that when he hears that the children of the lady are walking in the truth, he greatly rejoices in that and reminds the audience that it's not just a truth that we get to just love one another and that's all, but that rather we have to persist in the teaching that has come according to his commandments. And this is the commandment, as you have heard from the beginning, that you should walk in it. Many deceivers have gone out into the world. And so John exhorts the audience to recognize that they should not lose what has been worked for in verse 8. So if we go beyond the teaching of Christ, John promises us that we will go beyond and lose our relationship with the Father and the Son. To maintain that, we're to be within his teaching. So there is no more clearer exhortation than what John says. Be certain that you find yourself in the teaching of Christ. Don't go beyond it. Certainly stay in the center of it, because only there can we have our fellowship with the Father and the Son. Join me again for another reading tomorrow, making your weekdays strong with the Word of God.